We found 6 nude beaches within just a 30-kilometer radius around the city of Cadiz. This may not sound like such an accomplishment because the Spanish coast is filled with nude beaches. But Cadiz is a different story. It is the oldest city in Spain and located in one of the most traditional regions. Until recently, nudity was completely banned in the city, but those days are history, so let's go check out the nude beaches. We'll start in the north. Just outside of the town Roche is Playa de Candor. There's lots of free roadside parking and also a designated parking lot for campers. The price here is €5 for 24 hours, meaning that you're also allowed to camp. From the parking, a wooden path takes you straight to the beach. Although this beach is quite popular among locals, it's not uncommon to find naked sunbathers anywhere. If it would be very busy, we recommend heading over to the ends of the beach before undressing. The beach is long and sandy, and thanks to the breakwaters, the ocean is quite flat, which makes it perfect for skinny dipping. A bit to the south is El Puerto de Santa Maria, that is home to a large natural reserve around the San Pedro River. This whole part of the beach is considered clothing optional. It is best to park in the Valdelagrana neighborhood that has several huge free parking areas. Once on the beach, you just start heading south in the direction of the bridge in the distance. As soon as the buildings end and the dunes begin, you'll find much fewer people and it's okay to be naked. Although the beach is huge and very clean, we were not really impressed. Especially the many shells, rocks and seaweed make it a bit tricky to walk around. It is a very quiet place though, and the views of the port and the city of Cadiz in the distance do make it worth to check out. From El Puerto de Santa Maria, you can take a ferry to Cadiz for just €2.80 one way. This saves you the hassle of having to drive into the city and find parking space. The ferry will drop you off right in the historical center. However, if your goal is to only visit the nude beach of Cadiz, this route may not be recommended, as the nude beach is on the whole other end of the city. If you do leave from the historical center, you can take a 15-minute train ride to Cortadura station. Nearby is also a large coastal parking lot that allows campers to stay overnight. From here, it's another 20 to 30 minutes walk south towards a beach bar called Ventorillo El Chato. It will be the third beach bar you pass by. Here you find a sign indicating that the next 700 meters are designated nude beach. Although it is technically legal to be naked on any beach in Cadiz, this is the only one without any risk that the authorities will ask you to cover up. It's a beautiful and long stretch of beach and unlikely to ever get overcrowded. The only downside is the long way to get there. This can be avoided though if you're coming by car, then you can just park next to the beach bar. We're heading south of the city towards Playa de Camposoto. Here too is plenty of roadside parking space for cars and a designated parking for campers that is totally free and allows you to stay overnight. A wooden trail across the street takes you right to the beach. It is a huge beach and around it is nothing but nature. It was unclear to us if there is a designated nude section, but we doubt it. As in most other beaches in Spain, the golden rule is that as long as you stay a bit away from the crowds, you'll be fine. We found a toilet block, but it was closed for obvious reasons. With its nice dunes, blue ocean and powdery sand, this was definitely one of the nicer beaches we found in the Cadiz area. We may have even considered it the nicest, but that was before our next stop. Another short drive south took us to Calas de Roche, a natural reserve that consists of several coves. The landscape is no less than spectacular, and it didn't come as a surprise that this is an excellent spot for skinny dipping. Cala el Frailecillo, the first cove you encounter when coming from Roche town, has a sign saying it is clothing optional. But also in the next coves, Cala el Enebro and Cala del Pato, we found that the common dress code was more nude than clothed. Just when you get out of Roche town, you'll find an abundance of free roadside parking space. There are several trails going to the coves. From up the rocks, you can already pick your preferred spot before going down on one of the wooden stairs. During low tide, you can just walk from one cove to the other. According to the internet, the most southern cove, Cala de la Sete, is also a popular one for going naked, but we found something completely different. This cove seems to be on the tourist trail, with many people stopping by. Also, the beach bar in the middle of the beach makes us think that this may not be the most clothing optional cove. Our recommendation would be to visit one of the more northern coves instead. Just south of the town, Conil de la Frontera is a small laid-back village called El Palmar. This is mostly known as one of the most popular surf spots in the area. But the fact that we tell you this means that there's also a nude beach. In fact, the whole stretch of coastline between El Palmar and Conil de la Frontera can be considered clothing optional. Once again, you're looking at a huge stretch of Atlantic coast that is excellent for an afternoon of relaxed sunbathing and skinny dipping. There are several small free parking spaces for the early arrivals, and when it's not too busy, you can easily park on the road. Otherwise, lots of paid parking can be found in town at about €5 a day. Further down the coast are many more nude beaches, but those will be for another video. For more information about the beaches in this video, have a look at the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to learn more about clothes-free places around the world.